so you know. Hi, everyone. It's Miss D, the Cocoa Librarian. Welcome tonight to Fortnite. And as you can see behind me right now, it's a little bit early. So as you can see right behind me right now, I have actually started working on my fort that I'm going to be reading some stories with you guys underneath. So I hope you guys are building your forts and working on it. If you're here, let me know you're here by saying hi over in the chat. If you want to say hi. In the meantime, we start at 7, so I'm going to be doing some walking around and everything and turning off some lights, so it gives it the fort effect. Occasionally, my dog will pop in. That is Petey. There he goes. He's starting already. There we go. And this is my fort. I haven't built a fort in years, so my sister was helping me build a fort. So she was helping me build a fort. But welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to be singing a couple songs to get us all warmed up, doing some stretches in between, and listening. Nope, not the face, not the face. And then listening to Miss D read. If you have any questions, just let me know. If not, you can always just say hi. Always say hi. There we go. There we are. And then we're going to get just started in just a few. Like, just make sure and let me know if you're able to hear me. So I'm going to check my volume here, make sure that's working. Looks like we're getting a few people. It's Miss D, your Cocoa Librarian. I'm hoping I look clear. I'm going to ask my helper over here. Do I look clear? I look clear? Okay. Yay! So it's Miss D here, your Cocoa Librarian, and then Petey, your my lovely pup. And behind me, as you can see, is my fort. I hope you are all going to be building your forts as it is Fortnite. Yay! And I hope you're all in your pajamas because it's a pajama party. And let us know where you're from. I'm Miss D. I'm over on the East Coast. And I have like at least about a half an hour of some fun for everybody. Are you licking somewhere? I probably have wasted some juice or something on my pants because my dog was licking my pant leg, and I'm like, why is he licking? But that's Pete. He usually pops in my program. Okay. So it looks like people are coming in. Hello, welcome. And if you are coming for Fortnite, all you'll need are some sheets. That's all I use, literally, are sheets. And I have some blankets. Excuse me. I took some sheets, I took some blankets, and literally some chairs and some thumbtacks. So if you have these things at your house, literally, you can just build a fort. And in a second here, I'm going to tell you why this was called Fortnite, because, you know, excuse me. In a second, I'm going to tell you why it was Fortnite, because it's not only a fun activity, but I love to host these little pajama parties so you guys have a chance to also win some prizes. So I'm going to let you guys know that in just a second. Give it a few minutes. Let's see how many friends we get to join us on our Fortnite here. If not, this is also going to be recorded for later, so everybody can kind of take a look. All right. Let's see. I don't see anybody saying hi. I'm going to go say hi over into the side. I hope everybody's able to see that. Hello and welcome. Here we go. Welcome. If you have any questions for me, that'd be awesome. I see a thumbs up, so I know someone's here. Hi. We're going to get started in just a few seconds. PD is already laying down in the fort, so shh, let's be quiet. All right, I hope everybody's able to, you're able to see like from the top. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna give it just one more minute here and then we're gonna get started. And then I'm making sure, then I have to play with a couple of the angles from when I'm in the fort. Just for the lighting and everything, so you all are able to see the book. So tonight, what we'll be reading on our fortnight is we have The House in the Night. And then I have Sleepy, the Good Night Buddy. We're gonna see if he's actually a good night buddy or not. And then I have a book, it's called The Napping House. So this one's actually one of my oversized books. So this one's always nice to read during my story times. Okay, so welcome everyone to our fortnight pajama party. I'm Ms. D, your Coco librarian, and today we are building some forts. As you can see behind me, I have already built my fort. I've attempted to build a lovely fort. It's been a while since Ms. D has built a fort. All you literally will need some sheets. I have some thumbtacks, and then I think I have a command strip. Fingers crossed, this holds the whole entire time. And then I have some thumbtacks. Did I say thumbtacks? And then some chairs. So you have some chairs. First, kids, make sure you have your parents' permission to actually build the fort. But I'm pretty sure that they'll have just as much fun building it with you. So mine's just super simple. And on the inside of my fort, I will move it a little bit closer. You'll see I now have a dog in there. And then I have some pillows and then some blankets for when I do the story time and everything with you guys. Okay. And then I didn't have you guys all make a fort just to make a huge entire mess all over the house. Absolutely not. So if you guys are building a fort tonight, what I'd like for you to do is if you build your fort, take a picture of your fort, name it, and then hashtag it to my Instagram page. And then the fort with the most likes is actually going to win an e-prize from Miss D, the Coco librarian. I'm going to put that actually over into the chat. Put it over to the chat. Let me know if you're able to see it. Play. So you want to hashtag it to my Instagram page, the Coco Librarian, and then the picture with the most likes as people go through my Instagram page is going to be the winner of the Fortnite Challenge. So I hope you all will participate, name your fort, and have some fun. I'm going to take a picture of my fort, and I'm going to put it up there. And I hope you will take a picture of your fort and be able to share it. Of course, make sure that is done with your parents' permission. If you have any questions, please just put them over into the chat. I'd be more than happy to answer them. The Fortnite Challenge will end October the 3rd at midnight. Again, the end of the challenge is October the 3rd, 2020 at midnight. So make sure you get your pictures in before then. So I look forward to seeing them, all the different creativity that we have going on. And this challenge will be up on my YouTube channel. Then don't forget to subscribe if you like what you are seeing tonight and you're hearing. The Cocoa Librarian, my main mission is to spread a love of literacy through fun and interactive programming for kids and then also families. So I hope you guys will subscribe to my page and also follow me on Instagram. So let's get started. So to begin, what I always like to do, I always like to start off with a song. And when I'm in the library, I have the kids individually do the jump up and down song. I'll say their name, and then I'll have them interactively jump up and down, and they get really excited. But since we don't have that, I'm going to do a variation of that. And then I'm going to have everybody jump up and down. So I'm going to do it myself. So I hope you all don't have me looking silly here. I'm going to jump up and down too. And I'm going to lift my camera a little bit. And the song goes, and we all clap at the same time. It goes, families, families, jump up and down, jump up and down, jump up and down. Families, families, jump up and down and sit back down. And then we sit down. And then next, what we're going to do, we're going to clap all around. And we go, families, families, clap all around, clap all around, clap all around. Families, families, clap all around and sit back down. That's if you were standing. So we're going to be sitting back down. So now what we're going to do, we're going to dance all around. Families, families, dance all around, dance all around, dance all around. Families, families, dance all around, and we sit back down. All right, so hopefully everybody's all nice and warmed up. Let's sit down and let's settle in for our first story. So the first story that I'm going to read, and I'm going to actually pull us into our little fort here, and then my helper here is going to let me know if my lighting is okay. In the fort? I think so. Let's hope you guys are able to see. Let me know if you're able to still see me. Petey, you gotta back up here. Thank you. All righty, so let me grab my books, and then we're gonna get under, and then we're gonna begin. I think so. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what it looks like when we have our light off. And then this is me in my fort. I think we were gonna have the light on. I think we're going to have the light on. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Martha. That's Miss Martha. She is usually my helper from time to time. So the first book I'm going to read is going to be The Napping House. I'm just going to adjust my camera angles here, my lighting, and then Petey's, I'm sure, is going to join in. This one is called The Napping House. And let me know if you're able to see it. All right. And this one's one of these build-upon books. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that. There is a house, a napping house, where everyone is sleeping. Hopefully we'll all be doing that tonight after the fortnight. And then it says, and in that house, there is a bed, a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. There we go. Maybe I should move back a little bit in my fort, get a little bit cozier. And on that bed, there is a granny, a snoring granny on a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. Do you see the granny? What does snoring sound like? There we go. Let me back up a little bit here. Fix that angle. There we go. That's a little bit better. And then we have, and on that granny, there is a child, a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. There's that. There's that granny. And on that child, there is a dog, a dozing dog on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. There we go. Let's go to the next one. See what adds on here. This is a very crowded bed. And on that dog, there is a cat, a snoozing cat, on a dozy dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, and a napping house where everyone is sleeping. Look at that bed. That bed's getting crowded. I wonder if it'll break. And on that cat, there is a mouse, a slumbering mouse, on a snoozing cat, on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, and a napping house where everyone is sleeping. There was that bed. Is it getting crowded? Looks like it's getting crowded. You ready? And on that mouse, there is a flea. Can it be a wakeful flea on a slumbering mouse, on a snoozing cat, on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, and a napping house where everyone is sleeping? Let's see. And the flea's like really right on the tip top. All right. A wakeful flea who bites the mouse. He goes, who scares the cat? Meow. Who claws the dog? The dog goes, roof. Who thumps the child? Sure, he's like, ow! Who bumps the granny? She's like, oh no! Who breaks the bed? In the napping house where no one is now sleeping. The end. Okay, so that one is called The Napping House by Audrey Wood, and it's illustrated by Don Wood. So this one is actually one of the giant-sized books, and this one, of course, is being read with the permission of Harcourt Brace Publishing Company. So that one is called The Napping House. So what I like to do right about now, because I'm pretty sure everybody's been sitting for a while, and I don't like to sit for very long. So I like to do a quick stretch. So I'm gonna go a little bit further into my fort here, and then I'm gonna stretch up nice and tall. Stretch it. Raise the roof of your fort. Yeah. And then what you're gonna do, you're gonna touch your toes, wiggle. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do a quick little yoga and then do a quick little butterfly like this. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna just stretch one more time and stretch to the sky and stretch to the side and stretch to your other side and stretch to the other side and stretch. All right, so now that we stretched, I have one more book, and we're going to wrap it up with Sleepy the Goodnight Bunny. And then I have a special surprise for everyone, and we're going to go into the kitchen for that particular one. So this one is called The House in the Night. This one, here is the key to the house. In the house burns a light. In that light rests a bed. On that bed waits a book. And you can see the book. In that book flies a bird. And you can see up close, there goes the bird. In that bird breathes a song. There we go. All about the starry dark. Look at the stars. Through the dark glows the moon. On the moon's face shines the sun. Sun in the moon, moon in the dark. Dark in the song, song in the bird. Bird in the book, book on the bed. Bed in the light, light in the house. Here is the key to the house. The house in the night. A home full of light. And there goes the sun right at the top there, or the moon right at the top. The end. Okay, and this one is, again, The House in the Night, written by Susan Marie Swanson. That one's a good one. And just a quick literacy tip for parents, and I always tell people this, picture books. When people come into the library, they always say, what age group are picture books for? And I have to let parents know that picture books are for all ages. They encourage and help build literacy skills for everyone, all the way from babies, all the way to teens, even to people and adults. If you are an ESL, an English or an English language learner, it helps to have picture books, so that way you can make the connections with the words and then also the pictures on page. So I always recommend that for everyone. And then when you're looking at picture books or you're reading it over with your child, don't just necessarily read the book to them, but ask them questions as they're reading. So when I'm reading The House at the Night, I show The House in the Night, I'll show a child the book, but I'll ask them what sort of connections are they seeing? Like, what is yellow do they see on the page? And they'll notice that the key is yellow, and the key is actually one of the standout words in the book. So it always helps to make sure that when you're reading to your child, you're reading together, but that they're understanding, because it helps build the literacy comprehension, those foundation of learning how to read and building lifelong readers. So I always just tell people that's my little quick tidbit for everyone. And then really quick, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna come out of my fort for this last book. And then after that, we are going to go really quickly into the kitchen. This one's fun. I just don't want to make sure you guys have the glare because it's a little bit dark. This one is called Sleepy the Goodnight Buddy. This is one of our last ones. So if you have like a special stuffed animal that you used to laying with, my suggestion is grab your special stuffed animal and get all nice and cozy, because we are going to be reading about Sleepy the Goodnight Buddy. Let's see if he's actually a good night buddy. All right. Roderick hated going to bed. Each night, he would think of every possible excuse to try to stay up longer. Sometimes he would ask for another story. Sometimes he would ask for, I think the volume. All right, so each night he would think of every possible excuse to try to stay up longer. Sometimes he would ask for another story. Sometimes he would ask for a drink of water. How many people have ever tried staying up, right? You're like, oh, I just want to watch for a little while longer. That's Roderick. Sometimes he would ask for a pony. He never got a pony, but that's okay, because he didn't really want a pony. He just wanted to stay up, even if it was just to hear all the reasons why he couldn't have a pony. And there were lots of reasons. We don't have a barn. Ponies won't use a litter box. Ponies hog the bed. Ponies watch the TV too loud. Ponies never do the dishes. Ponies eat toys. Ponies borrow books and never return them. Ponies blah, 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 blah. But he would always ask for something, anything, just to stay up a bit longer. Roderick's parents decided to get him a goodnight buddy to help him sleep. There goes his goodnight buddy. He couldn't decide whether it looked more like a moose or more like a bear.
His name is Sleepy, said his mother. He is your good night buddy, said his father. He's going to help you fall asleep. Here we go. That night, Roderick's parents put Sleepy in the bed with him, but Sleepy kept staring at him. Roderick decided to hide Sleepy. He tried stashing him on the bookshelf, behind the curtains, and even under his pillow. But no matter where Roderick put him, he could feel Sleepy looking at him. Finally, Roderick picked him up and tossed him into the closet. That'll fix him. Wait, said a quiet little voice from the darkness. Don't leave me in here all alone. You're alive? Of course I'm alive. I couldn't very well talk if I weren't alive, could I? Well, why didn't you talk earlier instead of just staring at me like that? I was too scared. Of what? Of you. You were staring at me all freaky looking. That's because you're freaked me out. I was only staring at you all freaky looking because you were staring at me all freaky looking. It was a misunderstanding. See, you're doing it again. You're freaking me out. You're supposed to be my good night buddy. You're supposed to help me sleep, you know. I am? Yes. Oh, okay. Can I have a glass of water? What? But it's bedtime. I know, but I'm thirsty. And then we can go to sleep. I promise. Thanks for the water. You're welcome, Sleepy. I don't think you're that freaky looking anymore. That's nice. I don't think you're that freaky looking either. Now, go to sleep. I can't. Why not? I have to pee, from the water. So go. I'm scared to go alone. Uh-oh, what? I forgot to brush my teeth. Can I have a story? That always puts me to sleep. I can't sleep without one. Okay, fine. One day in class, Duncan went to take out his crayons and found a stack of letters with his name on them. That is a reference to the day the crayons quit. Can I have one more? Just one, please. I promise. That's all I need. Once upon a time, there was a witch with a very big butt. In fact, it was so big that when she... Your closet is scaring me. There's a witch in it. Witch with a big butt. Can you check the closet for witches? There are no witches in the closet. Fine. Yes. Check for witches. Sure. Can I have a snack? A snack? In the middle of the night? I know, but I'm hungry. Oh, no. Now what? I have to brush my teeth again. It's too dark in here. Now it's too bright in here. What? What? What do you mean, what? You know darn well what. You were going to ask me for something else. What do you want now? I wasn't going to ask you for anything, and now I can't sleep because you're mad at me. I'm not mad. You sound mad. That sounds like you're mad. I'm not mad, just tired. Okay. I'm a little mad, but mostly I'm tired. Well, I can't even sleep even if you're a little mad at me. Then I'm not mad. Well, I don't know. You still sound kind of mad. I need a blankie. You don't have a blankie. Can I have a blankie? Good night, Roderick. Good night, Sleepy. I know you're going to hate me for saying this, but does this pillow seem hard to you? It seems really hard. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Yeah, maybe it's just me. You ever wonder what it all means? I mean, are we just puppets living out some master puppeteer's plan? Or, Sleepy, it's time for bed. Now go to sleep. I'm sorry, Roderick. I guess I'm just not a very good night buddy. Are you kidding? You're the worst good night buddy ever. You're supposed to take my mind off of scary things and help me sleep, but instead, you're just exhausting me. Roderick. Hey, Roderick. Good night, buddy. The end. And that one is called Sleepy the Goodnight Buddy by Drew DeWalt. Again, he's the one who wrote The Day the Crayons Quit. All righty. So that is the end of our little quick story time. So really quickly, what I'd like for us to do, like I said, since part of tonight was supposed to be just some reading, fort building. And again, for those of you who just joined us, just so you know, there is a Fortnite challenge. So if any time during the week you go back to watch this video, if you take a picture of the fort that you and your family built together and you hashtag it to the Coco Librarian at my Instagram page, and then the picture with the most fort likes wins an e-prize. So just make sure you're getting your pictures in, make sure you guys are working, being creative, naming your fort. This is my fort right here. I received a little bit of help. Again, keep in mind that I have not built a fort in quite some time, but this is my fort. And tonight we read the following books. We read The Napping House. We read Sleepy the Goodnight Buddy. And then we read The House in the Night. So really quickly, what I want us to do, we're going to quickly go to the kitchen. So I'm going to take you all with me. Let's go out to the kitchen. All right, really quickly, I'm going to cut my light on here. And I hope you all are still able to see me. So now you are in the kitchen cooking with Misty. Hi, everyone. So really quickly, what we're going to do, I am going to teach you a quick recipe for making mug brownies. And that's all you'll need to make brownies in a mug are, you're going to just need some flour. You're going to need flour, some cocoa. I use the unsweetened natural one. You are going to need 2 teaspoons of oil or melted butter. I am going to use oil because I do not do butter. And then you're going to need some sugar. And then that's all you're going to need is some vanilla and some cinnamon. And then it's all going to go into our mug. We're going to stir it up. And if you want to add some zest into it, you can add some walnuts or some extra morsels to your brownies. And then it actually gets made in the microwave. So this is a really quick treat for kids to be able to make. And families to be able to make together if you don't have time to actually make your own homemade brownies. You can easily make them really quickly in a mug. So what I'm going to do, I have my my measuring cup right here. And that's all you're going to do. You're going to take a 1/4 cup of, really quickly. That's all my fort madness in the back. There we go. Hand hygiene. Yay! So really quickly, what we're going to do, take a 1/4 cup of our flour, put it there, put it in our cup. Then you're going to take a 1/4 cup of your sugar, and you're going to put it right into there, right into your brownie thing. Then what we are going to do, I like to put in then you're going to get your tablespoon of your cocoa. I'm going to put it, and I'm going to put it right into the mug. I'm going to go, and you're going to add 2 of these. But since I have a half, I'm going to make sure I add 4 to make sure my measurements are correct. And then if you have your butter, now would be a good time to melt your butter and put your butter into here. Since I'm using oil, because I do not use butter, I'm going to put the butter I'm going to put it right into here. There we go. And again, if you are making this, you don't have it. And if you want to, you're able to follow along. Do that really quickly for you. And then it's always there for you for later. And then now what you're going to do, you can add some vanilla extract if you want. You can add cinnamon if you'd like. Keep in mind all these, the flavoring ingredients are just optional ones. You don't necessarily have to add them, but you can if you want to. I like cinnamon
and I like vanilla. And then you're just gonna add, you can add like a teaspoon of each. I like a little extra cinnamon because I like that cinnamon flavor. So I'm gonna put that right in there. Right in there. And then now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add a little bit of water, a 1/4 cup. There goes my pup in the background. And then pour it right into here. There we go. We're adding that. And then last but not least, a little teaspoon of salt. Let me go grab that really quick. A little pinch of salt. Just a tiny pinch. You don't want to put too much in. Just a little pinch. Pinch. And then now what we're going to do, we're just going to stir it. And after you're done stirring it, you're going to take it and you're going to put it in the microwave because it's a mug brownie, and you're going to put it in there for about 2 minutes. It's going to start to thicken up. You see how it's thickening? And you're going to put it in there for about 2 minutes. So this is a nice little treat, and you can eat it with your parents' permission if you'd like in the fort. While you guys all have your forks up, if you'd like to do that. No, that's cool too. You can always eat it at the table. That's always fun. All right. You want to make sure all of your ingredients are nice and mixed. Nice and mixed. I'm going to use this to kind of scrape everything off my spoon. There we go. We'll level it out. Then I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it right into the microwave. And you're going to put it, it recommends that you put it in the microwave for about 2 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in the microwave for 2 minutes. All right, so it's our mug brownies should be done in about, hit start, once I hit the start. All right, so just a quick reminder, once a month on my library YouTube station, I'm going to have like a fun pajama night. The next pajama night coming up in October, please look for the announcement for it. It's going to be Halloween themed. We'll be doing songs. If you all would like to get dressed up, and for the Halloween party we're going to have, please do that because there might be another challenge or another little competition for the kids that's going to be posted to my Instagram page. Again, if you participated in Fortnite tonight, you want to make sure that you don't just rock your fort. You want to make sure that you take a picture of your fort and then post the picture to your Instagram, and then don't forget to hashtag it to the Coco Librarian, so that way other people are able to look at it, and the picture with the most likes, that person is going to win an e-prize, and it's going to be sent from me, the Coco Librarian. So make sure you're building these forts, getting creative, doing it together. You guys can all submit it as a family. You can submit it individually if you want to have a little fun little sibling challenge. One sibling can make one in one room, another one can make another in another room. It's all in good fun. And tonight, again, my literacy tip is if you are reading to your child, you want to make sure that you are reading with your child, and don't forget to point out certain important parts of the book. Make sure that they are recognizing that the illustrators aren't just putting pictures on a page, but the pictures have a significance to the storyline. So you want to make sure that they're identifying what's going on, because that really builds a foundation for reading comprehension. And like I said, picture books are for all ages. So I have a lot of parents who will come up to me and say, oh, they're not babies anymore. I don't want to read picture books. But picture books are for any age. And that is our brownie. So really quickly, I'm going to take a look. And I will use a thicker sized mug, and I'm going to let it cool. So it looks like my brownies, and you want to make sure that your brownie actually has brownie fluffy consistency, as mine has my brownie fluffy consistency. It's actually a brownie in a mug. And it smells good. It smells good. So the recipe for this is dropped into the link. If you would like to make it a little bit later, again, you don't have to make it as simple as I did. You can put whatever you'd like. If you want to put walnuts in it. One time I made these, I put extra dark chocolate morsels into my brownie mix. So you're free to do that. Have fun, get creative. And most importantly, I just want to thank everybody for participating in Fortnite tonight. make sure that you're reading together, having fun programs. If you like what you see, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube station. I do everything from STEAM, like STEAM programming for kids. I do these fortnights, and I also do like little read alouds for kids of all ages. I'm a librarian, and by trade, I think literacy is important, and I like nurture a love of literacy through fun and engaging family interactive programming. So this is Miss D, the Cocoa librarian saying good night, and thank you for attending, and I can't wait to see your forts. Bye, everyone. Bye.